What's up, my little Tattle Tells? Yo, sit down and shut the door. Oh my God. This divorce between Neo and Crystal, woo, it's getting messy. Now listen, there were a lot of rumors that Neo had a love child, but baby, this alleged woman looks just like her. It actually could be her twin. Whoo, I know, but there's more. TMZ entered the chat and got Crystal's divorce documents. Besides, no, Crystal, you ain't slick. You sent that to TMZ, but I ain't mad at you because do what you want because Neo is a mess. Apparently, Neo has, according to Crystal, has another child, baby. We think we tracked down who that woman was. And guess what? Those boys look just alike. We got pictures of the kids, but more importantly, it looks like they're pretty much the same age, where the streets are now saying that Crystal knew about the other child when she renewed her vows. They're saying whatever forced Crystal to file for divorce from Neo, she did allude to her health, her safety, and all this stuff in unprotected sex. People are saying it is so shocking that it even forced a woman who accepted an outside baby into her relationship and moved on to have vow commitment ceremonies. There's also this whole thing about what everyone's been talking about Monyetta Shaw, which was Neo's old fiance, mother of his two children, and Crystal, and how Monyetta doesn't blame Crystal. But I did a little digging and I said something doesn't make sense because Crystal has a long history of antagonizing Monyetta, literally, and doing that. I'm his wife, first one out of sight. But also, even as far as when they got married, Crystal got married at the same venue that Monyetta and Neo were supposed to and got her dress from the same place. Coincidence? Maybe, baby. We're going to get into all these deep gossips. But before we do, hit the like, subscribe, notification button. You know it's YouTube, baby. You know how it works. Also, I am doing a giveaway. I'll probably put a link in here. All right. Oh, and if you like Real Housewives of Atlanta, the review is up. Okay, we got all the housekeeping out the way. Let's get into this mess. And let me just start off by saying this. I think Neo is absolute trash. This is my opinion. I think he is a liar. I think he is a cheater. I think that he makes jokes about having unprotected sex and just washing his stuff off in the sink, and that's all he got to do to protect himself. And, don't ask, don't tell. Not my type of thing. Not my type of party. However, I will say this in the words of Erica De Niro. These people getting with these men and not reading the Yelp reviews. But more than that, with Crystal, it's a little bit deeper. Because not only did you know he had I'd give him 0 stars if I could, review when it came to his antics in relationships. Missy, you wrote several of those reviews saying he wasn't ish, but still took him back in a lavish ceremony. Many people are saying because Monyetta had just got married to Heath, and she has this long simmering feud with Monyetta. Again, y'all, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the way some of us were raised, maybe not, that we see a man that does the woman before completely dirty. And our reaction is to literally be like, oh, well, that was with her. She wasn't worth. But with me, he's a good man. And then you spend all that time trying to cover up and make it seem like you got the perfect relationship, only to end up where you started, with a pile of ish named Neo. Y'all, let's get into this. First, let's get into the baby mom situation and how they were pregnant at the same time, allegedly. Hold on. You know what? Let's get into this TMZ report. Neo's wife is putting an end to the couple's marriage, filing for divorce and claiming the singer recently fathered a child with another woman. Crystal Renee, who married Neo in February 2016, filed divorce docs earlier this week in Atlanta, saying the couple's marriage is irreparably broken with no hope of reconciliation. But what's most shocking, they say, you better get into it, TMZ. What's most shocking is that she says that while she and Neo have 3 children together of their own, he recently fathered a child with another woman. Crystal lists the couple's date of separation at July 22nd, 2022. And she said she's been taking care of the kids since the split. You better get that child support, girly. Again, I'm not rooting for Crystal, but I damn sure ain't rooting for Neo. So, by default, she has my support. Crystal is asking for primary physical custody of the kids and joint legal custody. She's also asking for child support and alimony. And why not? And why not? I thought that was part of the deal, taking a lying, cheating man back. You trying to get that child support and alimony. They said Neo and Crystal have had their ups and downs over the years. She filed for divorce back in 2020, but later withdrew her petition. Y'all, and they had a second wedding in Vegas. Now let's get into this other woman and that timeline. Now this is according to T-Tenders and the entire internet. This is Neo's suspected baby's mom. Now listen, I ran over to her Instagram, and a lot of people said that he liked a lot of her pregnancy photos, but when I went over to her Instagram, she made all those photos private, archived, and whatever. These are the kids. Now y'all, I don't know. They look like they could be brothers, cousins, or whatever. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to think. This is Crystal. Like I said, those two girls look like they could be twins. So that's the first thing. Your baby mama looks just like your wife. Let's just say Neo is consistent, if anything else. But also let's talk about this, right? The fact that now Crystal is now finding out that Neo ain't ish, when literally she went out of her way to prove that she was more than a baby's mama and that she was Neo's first wife, boo, and bragging like on some Mandy Mendici, I'm his wife for life. And meanwhile, you covering up that this fool is treating you just as bad, if not worse, as the last one. That's why I always say, y'all, that when you literally set yourself up to be like, no, I'm better than the last girl, he ain't gonna treat me like that. Now you in this cage that you built yourself, trying to front like you got the perfect relationship just because you don't want people to know that you were dead wrong too, and that it wasn't her, it was you. But it's a little deeper than that with Crystal, because as one savvy person actually pointed out, I think Miss Sydney Tillman subbed this up when she said, Dear Crystal, I checked my T-Mobile sidekick and I have not one praying emoji in it to send to you. For those of us that remember, you were a bona fide Tasmanian devil to Monyetta Shaw when Neil still had head and shoulders residue in her bathroom sink. Monyetta Shaw, who agreed with the hairless wonder that she would burn her tubes. Oh my God. And neither of them would not have any more kids. Literally slipping and sliding with you, ma'am. You always felt like you were the number one because he made you his number two. She was on this internet bragging to anybody to listen about being his wife. She said, we didn't forget the IG comment section used as a playground to toy with Monyetta since you had not one, not two, but 3 children with that man. You always moved like you had one up on Monyetta because after they officially split, he not only married you, but had like 3 kids with you. Neither which he did with Monyetta. We didn't forget none of this. Side note, if we actually really want to talk about that, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the history between Crystal and Monyetta, right? Now, a lot of people are saying that the minute Heath proposed, that's Monyetta's now husband, then fiance, Crystal wanted to have a wedding right then and there. But she was pregnant. So she waited till after her baby and went to Vegas, the same place, right? The same place that Monyetta had her bachelorette party. But back when it started, she got married in the same place Monyetta was supposed to when she was engaged to Neo, and had the same dress designer make her wedding dress. I repeat, she literally got married in the same venue Monyetta was supposed to get married, got the wedding dress designer to make her same dress. On top of that, when he proposed, people are saying Crystal wanted to have a wedding right there, and she waited until she wasn't pregnant anymore and had her wedding the same place Monyetta had her bachelorette party. Let's also not forget the way she used to come from Monyetta all the time. She seemed like she was busy chasing and trying to outshine Monyetta. And the crazy thing is, right? The crazy thing is to get what? The prize that was Neo? Y'all look at this. She said 3 months ago, y'all had a 6-figure plus vow renewal after being married for 6 years. But it was also 6 months after Monyetta Shaw got married. Oh, the timing. But according to you, now he's been cheating the whole time. You thought you were better, and he showed you that you were not. And now you want to tell your story, but let me summarize it for everyone. Always remember, when you become a side to a man, your seat becomes available when it's your turn at the table. You knew you've been miserable, but had to save face and sugarcoat it for a milk dud. Y'all, that wasn't a read. I don't know what is. Listen, all jokes aside, Neo is the enemy in this situation. I really do hope that Crystal takes him for everything he worth, not because she deserves it, but because Neo deserves to be taken to the cleaners. Y'all, Let me know what you think in the comments. This story is developing, but one thing we do know, everybody on those Atlanta streets saying it's true about that side baby. And the girl looked just like her. It looked like Crystal and her musical chairs life. It's time to let somebody else have a seat at that milk dud table. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.